Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and in today's video we are going to talk about everything that we know about The Sims 4 Snowy Escape so far. We are patiently, or not so patiently, awaiting tomorrow's live stream for the pack where the gurus will give us a little bit more information. So we don't know a ton yet, but we are learning a little bit more every single day. I've compiled this information from different videos, tweets, blog posts, and other weird places, and we'll have all the links to everything I used in this video down below so you can learn more if you're into that. But before we get started, I would just ask you guys to please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. So the first thing I want to talk about is how we actually got a walkthrough, essentially, of every lot in the game with videos by EA Gamechangers. So they actually worked with Simlessy, James Turner, Delegracy, and Lil Simsy to build every single lot in the new pack. So there aren't going to be any terrible lots this time around, which is quite exciting. Every single lot was actually built by one of these game changers, and that's just so cool because it's cool to see people get really exciting opportunities, but we also know that none of the lots are going to suck. I'll definitely have the links to all the videos down below where they go over the builds that they made and kind of explain the backstory behind how it all went down. It's really, really cool, and a lot of the builds are really cool, and you can see the use of the new platforms and all of the new build items, and it's just so much fun. So the next exciting thing that you can find on EA.com in the Sims 4 section, of course, is actually an interactive map for the new world. So you can go over to different neighborhoods and read all of the descriptions and information that you'll find in that neighborhood. So for example, this one has a bamboo forest, climbing walls. You can go over here and there are different festivals. There's information about the snow slopes and hiking trails and the gondola, and just everything that you kind of want to know about the new world, you'll definitely find the information to in this new interactive map. And this is honestly one of my favorite things that the Sims team has ever done, and I wish they would do this before every pack releases because it really does just give you a little bit of information based on what is going on here. So I think it's super cool and really fun to look at, and you can kind of just see the new world and like get a vibe for what to expect, and that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. Like for example, this house here was built by Lil Simsy, and it is honestly gorgeous, and I really, really like it. And you can actually watch the video of her talking about building this on her channel, so that's really cool, and I'm just really excited about it. And seeing all of them makes me very, very happy. So the next thing we're going to talk about comes from sims-online.com, which is a Sims news info cheats type website, and this article is called Exciting New Features from the Exclusive Snowy Escape live stream. So apparently there was a live stream that was just for some specific game changers. I don't even think all of them were invited to this. And I believe that Sims Online may have posted this article before the embargo lifted and kind of leaked a bunch of stuff. At least that's kind of the speculation that's happening. So a little bit of miscommunication, something bad happened, but it's fine. We all get more information about the pack now. So there are some really cool, exciting features that are in this article. So this article starts off with time to dust off your skiing gear and pack your bags for a trip to Mount Komorebi, the new Japan-inspired world from the upcoming pack for The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. We were invited to join an exclusive live stream of the new expansion pack. Simguru Graham showed a lot of fun and exciting details about the new pack that we want to share with you, so stay tuned for some cool ins and outs of upcoming content. So there's a quick summary of the most exciting features, and I know that some of you are going to be so happy about some of these. So the first thing, which was kind of featured in the gameplay trailer, and I believe the reveal trailer, is that children can now wear a uniform to school. And a lot of people are taking this as speculation that we're going to get some kind of school overhaul or a school pack sometime in the future, which is pretty cool. The next thing is that Sims will take their shoes off when entering their home, and this actually works based on how you can have this little sign that goes anywhere in your home, and there's like an allow shoes or disallow shoes option. So you can have it where all Sims will take their shoes off when they walk in, or have it where Sims will wear shoes, and you kind of can switch it depending on what you want. The next thing says, in the world of Mount Komorebi, Sims can swim in the water that is available in the world, which is pretty cool. Any kind of swimmable water is pretty exciting. Sims are able to eat with chopsticks. There are 2 new death types and 2 new woohoo spots. We're getting some new weather conditions. There's over 150 new objects in this new expansion pack. You're able to now use any world as a vacation world, and there are Japanese-styled roofs and rock gardens. So we can go a little bit into more detail and learn more things that they watched in this exclusive live stream, like at SimGuru Frost. I'd love to be a game changer. Invite me to things like this. It would be my biggest dream at this point. So we've learned that we're getting 2 new aspirations. There is the Mount Komorebi Sightseer and an Extreme Sports Enthusiast. Thrill-seeking Sims can pick the Extreme Sports Enthusiast for a full life of snowboarding, rock climbing, and adventurous expeditions. That's pretty cool. But for the Mount Komorebi Sightseer Aspirations, tasks will include eating food at town festivals, taking a swim in the Wakaba River, and taking a selfie with the mascot. You can find a giant statue of him in some of the neighborhoods as he plays a big role at the festivals. So I do like that we're getting 2 new aspirations. I always love to see stuff like that. However, these do sound, to me at least, like they're going to be kind of walkthroughs like we've gotten, like the Sightseer one seems like it's going to be a lot like the one we got with City Living or the one we got with Island Living, unfortunately. And the extreme sports enthusiasts might be a little bit more fun, but it is just going to be like, oh, go on this slope. Oh, go on this hiking trail. So it's not going to be anything that feels complete the way I really want Aspirations to be in The Sims 4, but that is fine. It's kind of just what we're expecting at this point. The next thing is that we're getting new festivals. So it says the Children's Festival takes place during the weekends. There's a special void critter hunt, much like Pokemon Go, going on at the festival. So that is pretty darn cool. I'm pretty excited about that they're bringing void critters back and having a little bit of fun with void critters, because I feel like they were really prominent in kids room stuff and you don't really see much of void critters anywhere else. So it is kind of fun to have them in this festival, especially since it does take place in Japan, and you know the people in Japan loved Pokemon Go and it was a really big thing here too, but I feel like it took over the world and that was pretty cool. So I feel like it's cool to have that in here. Toddlers and kids can even craft paper samurai hats, and I saw that we got a new kids crafting table. Who knows why we get one in like every pack now. So there's another festival that takes place in the traditional neighborhood is the Festival of Lights. Paper lanterns will flow down the river. There's fireworks and even bonfires, and you can purchase exclusive clothing at one of the stalls, so that is pretty cool. There's also a festival of snow near the onsen bathhouse that has the most amazing sculptures that will light up the neighborhood. So I'm believing that the giant dinosaur in the trailer is a giant snow sculpture light up dinosaur, and that is incredible. If I'm wrong, I'll be so sad if it's not a giant ice dinosaur. If this isn't enough to lighten up the place, there's also fireworks happening during this festival. So there's a lot to do in this pack, and I'm really excited. We're also getting 15 new foods and drinks in this pack. We're getting hot pots, which are a great addition, and you can actually kind of sit around the table and cook, which is pretty cool. And this, you can also choose between forks, wooden, plastic, or steel chopsticks. So that's quite interesting that you get the option. I like that quite a bit. Now, I know that 2 things that people were really excited about were lifestyles and sentiments, but we didn't really know much about them, but we're seeming to get a little bit more information. So the first one is lifestyles. This is about the lived experiences of our Sims. You can obtain them if you're doing a lot of extreme sports in the next couple of days, for example. But they can fade away when your Sim isn't really active in that lifestyle anymore. If you really want them gone, you can buy a potion in the reward store, or you can call a lifestyle coach. So this is actually something that I'm so excited about. Okay, so Sims shouldn't have lifestyles and personalities that are so stagnant and that never change, which is something that I really like about the idea of lifestyles. So for example, you may be in university and you could become a workaholic, and then you graduate, you decide to take a year off and you become a frequent traveler, and your life kind of changes, and then maybe you go through a health scare and you become a health food nut because you want to stay healthy, and like just your life changes and you're not going to be a workaholic your entire life, but you're not going to be into healthy food your entire life. So it's kind of cool that it can fade away. The next thing is sentiments. These are a new addition in The Sims 4, and I believe that this is being added to the base game. One of them is. It's either lifestyles or sentiments, but I believe that it's the sentiments. Don't quote me on that. They will give Sims certain emotions from the things that happened in the past or happening right now. For example, your Sim can hold grudges with another Sim. When those Sims come near each other, they will have a stronger reaction and will have an effect on your Sim's emotion. Or when you've had a great experience hiking with family and you've taken your own path after the hike, the Sim will start to miss them and will start feeling sad. So I think that's so cool. We're also getting 2 new death types. So we have a death by vending machine. So if an item is stuck and you attempt to take it out, it can cost you your life. That's very exciting. As we all know, I love to make death type videos and talk about how deaths and woohoo spots are some of my favorite things in The Sims 4. So I'm pretty excited to have a new one. We're also getting death by falling, which is of course if you fall during rock climbing. And yeah, don't go climbing when it's icy. That's just unintelligent and you should not do that. There are also 2 new woohoo locations. We have woohoo in the hot springs, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to put hot springs everywhere, but you can woohoo there. And you can also woohoo in the ice cave on a mountain excursion, which is pretty fun. So like if you start romancing someone who's also on a mountain excursion, you can definitely woohoo with them. We're also getting a new type of collectible, which is very exciting because I feel like it's been a while since we've got a new collectible, and it's called a Simmy, which I think is a really cute name. You can find these in vending machines, for example, or find them at festivals. You can even find golden simmies. There are 12 different types, which is really awesome. So there's 14 new lots in this world. That's pretty cool. And 2 of them are empty and 12 of them were built by those 4 game changers. So Simlicy, James Turner, Delegacy, and Lil Simsy, which is super cool. So we're actually getting a new mountain climb excursion social event. So I actually think that's so cool, because if you were just going by yourself, I don't think it would be as enjoyable, but you can form a little group and have a social group go on a mountain climb together. And there'll be different tasks to complete. I really, really like that. You must choose an excursion leader and the excursion team members. Ooh. You can have up to 4 Sims climb the mountain. You'll start off at the bathhouse and you can prepare for your journey to the top of the mountain. You can take a nice warm dip in the hot springs to heal your past injuries a bit faster, get some food from the vending machine, and of course, take a bathroom break. You will start your journey on the top of the slopes. You can either use rock climbing gear or you can try and free climb your way to the top. That sounds terrifying. But there are no avalanches, which is kind of disappointing, but there is new extreme weather, which is pretty cool. You'll come across base camps, which is very important when you're doing any kind of mountain excursions, that there is somewhere for you to chill if you're like dying, more dangerous routes, and eventually you reach the top of the mountain. So we already knew that we were getting skiing, snowboarding, and sledding. I find it very cute that people in other countries call it sledging. I've never heard that before, but I think it's literally the cutest thing in the world. But we all knew that was coming. So we're also getting new weather conditions. So this is pretty exciting because the only time we really get weather is in seasons. So being able to get some different kind of weather conditions is pretty cool. So we can get icy conditions where the slopes will be really slippery and Sims can get hurt more often. And we're also going to get thunder snowstorms. So it's like a blizzard that also has lightning that can be quite deadly. When you're mountain climbing, the chances that extreme weather will occur will be even greater when you're reaching for the top. That is pretty cool. So there are 2 important things that are included in the new base game update, according to this. So maybe the lifestyles and sentiments are only in this pack. I don't know for sure, but we will be getting the sunken entryway and the platforms that you can completely change up the way the houses look. If you want to see them in action, definitely check out those Gamechanger videos in the description because you can see all of the ways that they use them in their builds. You are now able to go on vacation anywhere in The Sims 4, which means Sulani is going to be so much more valuable for everybody. You can change any of the lots into vacation lots, which is so cool. I'm so excited. So that's exciting that it's coming to the base game so you can use it for every single pack and not just this one. But yeah, guys, those are some of my favorite things that I'm really excited about in the new Sims 4 Snowy Escape. I didn't want to go over every single article that EA has put out or every single tweet, so I'm going to have a bunch of stuff linked down below that you can kind of go through and learn more, and definitely go check out the live stream tomorrow. I believe it's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure what time zone that is for anybody else. I'm so sorry. But it will be on Twitch and on YouTube on the Sims official channels. So you can definitely watch that if you want to know more information about this pack straight from the source. That's kind of the best place to get it from. And I'm so excited about this pack. Overall, I think it's going to be really great. I think this is going to become a lot of people's favorite expansion pack because it really does seem like it's doing a lot and it's not so shallow like some of the other ones. And I honestly just can't wait. But yeah, I'm so excited about all the stuff that was kind of leaked, I think, by The Sims Online. Like that blog post was so exciting. The fact that we're getting new woohoo locations and death types and all of this other stuff, I'm just so excited. I really think that the Snowy Escape pack it honestly has the potential to kind of save 2020 for The Sims. This year has been kind of rocky. You know, Tiny Living went over well, but then we got Eco Lifestyle. People were annoyed. We got Nifty Knitting. People were annoyed. We got Star Wars, Journey to Batuu, and people wanted to riot. So I can understand why everybody's a little bit frustrated, but at this point, I think that Snowy Escape is a great way to end this year with something that can kind of bring the community back together. And oh my gosh, I'm going to start crying because that just makes me so happy to think about. And I can't wait to just make a bunch of videos of my Sims going snowboarding. Like, that is so cool. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I really hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.